everyone, it is Mona here at Craft Klatch. Today is Friday, that means it's another Coaster Friday. Today we are doing Becky Griffith's idea of a silhouette of a reindeer in a snowy scene, and Bobby Wheeler's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So I did the cartoon version and the movie version. Okay, so I have 2 ounces, and I'm using, this is a little bit different, I'm going to use this opaque pigment, but it's a pearl white. And we'll see what kind of an effect we get with that when we use transparency film. So I'm going to put some in there, mix it on up, and I'm going to pour them in here. So I'll hit it with a lighter, and then we'll let this cure for 12 hours before we come back. I have some more Easy Cast mixed, and I have it right here, and I'm going to put another ounce into each of these. Now what I ended up doing is, for the Jim Carrey version, I didn't want there to be a stark white surround, so I'm putting him on one of the pearl backgrounds. The comic Grinch, I'm also putting him on a pearl background because it's really hard to find a sharp picture of the cartoon version, because back in 1966 things weren't quite so clear anyway. So I'm going to work him into that one, and that means I'll put the silhouette on the white, and that actually shows up pretty nicely. It is going to have a white border, and I'm going to add about an ounce to each. Now I've poured it, and I'm going to hit it with my lighter. Alright, so here is the Jim Carrey version. I'm going to slide it right in. Alright, just like that. I'm going to take my stir stick, press it down, and press out all the bubbles. And I cut them to be just a hair smaller than the 4 inches, because these openings are 4 inches. And I cut it just a little bit less than that so any bubbles can come through. Alright, pop the bubbles, make sure you have all of them out from under, and then move on to the next one. And now we're just going to let all of these sit overnight. So the coasters have cured, so now I'm going to just pull them right out. We'll start with the reindeer. And here it is. So it's a nice snowy, almost icy scene. And then we'll do How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the cartoon version. And this background helped kind of soften the fact that it wasn't the sharpest picture in the world. And here's the other Grinch. And he has kind of a Santa hat and fur kind of going around him in the image, so it blended really nicely with this background color. So here they are, and I hope you like them. Tell me which one you like the best. Okay, we have one more new coaster video for the year, and I think I'm going to pick 2. And the first one is, it's either Megan or Megan, so I'm not sure which way to pronounce it correctly. So I'm just going to say Megan. Megan Mack, and she would like champagne bubbles coaster. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make it for the new year. I'm assuming that's what she meant. So I'm going to do that one. I'll pick one more. And that is Lana Bentley Poinsettia. And I know some people say poinsettia. Where I come from, it's poinsettia, so you don't have to correct that. Some people say it different. And I think I'm going to combine that with somebody else that I noticed when I was going through all the comments. And I think it was Kristen Black. She had wanted a stained glass one. I think she's entered that a couple times. And I think the poinsettia is a perfect one to combine with a stained glass. So I'll knock both of those out at once. So be sure to stay tuned and watch that video next week, which will be coming up on Christmas Day. So I want to wish everybody a very happy holidays, whatever holiday you are celebrating. Make sure that it is happy. And I want to thank all of you for taking part, for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. I appreciate all of it, and we will see you next time. And if you want to get your idea in for next time, be sure to leave it in the comments below. And remember, I always take it from the most recent coaster video. So in the meantime, you guys, stay safe, happy crafting, and we will definitely see you next time.